welcome to the special video I wanted to make. This is the one I was talking about, my previous one about, it's not really Fruits Basket related, but it is made by the same mangaka, that being Natsuki, and this is Twinkle Stars, or otherwise known as Hoshiwa Uto in Japan. And this is the series that Natsuki made after she made Fruits Basket. It's actually a completed series. It's been completed since like 2011, but it's only now finally getting actually translated and published in English, which is great. I'm excited about that because I had initially found out about the series back. I had found out about the series after it had finished being published, like it was completed, but the English version, odd as it was, hadn't actually been fully translated, and so I found out about the ending of it, and the ending of it made me want to read the series, just because it was rumored that Kyo and Toru and their son appeared at the end of it, kind of as a little glimpse. You didn't really have much interaction or anything. And so I wanted to read it for that, but then of course the English I guess it is the English translation of it, the fan translation of it, didn't like. It took at least a year or so before they actually finally like caught up and actually finished it and whatnot. After it had already come out, but I'm glad because now it actually is. It's out in English. And I can actually buy it. I'm excited. I went to Barnes & Noble yesterday to pick up Fruits Basket Collector's Edition Volume 8. I found out that Barnes & Noble was having a buy two, get a third manga for free promotion, and so I picked up Volume 8, and I picked up this one, and then I picked up one more as a Christmas present. Which it's a Christmas present, so I can't tell you what it is. But I mean, other than that, that was about it. Now, I don't really know as much about Twinkle Stars, and it's kind of, I only have a vague memory of what I remember reading of it, because at the time, again, I had only read the fan translation of it, and the fan translation chapters didn't come out very often, and so I kind of forgot bits and pieces here and there. But anyway, so I'm glad I can actually read it and have the full thing. So this is, I'm just going to show you something. This is the front, this is the back, and this is the spine. And I'm gonna read the back just so that you guys can know what it's about. I was thinking of something, but then I forgot what it was. So I'm just going to read the back. The story goes, Sakuya Shiina, Sakuya Shiina lives with Kanade, her male cousin and foster parent. In times of pain and sadness, she's always taken comfort in looking up at the stars. One day, a mysterious boy suddenly shows up at Sakuya's house. He leaves her with kind words, but she has no idea who he is. All she has to go on is his name, Chihiro. Not one to let that deter her, she sets out in search of him with the reluctant help of her two best friends, Yuuri and Sei. Everyone says that Sakuya should just forget about him, but she's oddly drawn to the curious boy. Then, a twist of fate allows them to meet once more. Will this meeting bring them closer together, or will the feelings between these lone stars remain forever in the dark? And that is, that's kind of what it's about a little bit. I do know, one of the things I do know is that all the characters, or all the main characters for the couple, they're actually third years in high school, which is interesting because, you know, most mangas and anime, for that matter, usually have the characters be a first year in high school, but no, they're actually third years. They're getting ready to graduate, which is kind of an interesting thing that they did there. I like that. Alright, I remember what I was going to say. This is actually a mini-omnibus, so just like with the Fruits Basket Collector's Edition volumes, it's 2 volumes in one, so that's why it's thick as it is. So let's see if I can find that. And that's interesting, is they actually do mark the halfway point in here. Yeah, see? It's going along, it's doing its thing, and then you get a thank you page, and then the kind of, oh, this is a new volume page. So, yeah, it's volume 1 and then volume 2, all to put together in one. Of course, if you notice, and I'll show you more of the pictures, and then also to prove that you guys have this is the, not prove it, but show it, you got the volume 1 cover, and then this is the volume 2 cover in there. And it does have a couple of colored pictures, which if I remember this correctly, just from what I remember, this is Sakuya, this is Chihiro, this one's Sei, and this one's Yuuri, if I remember correctly. And you can kind of, this is obviously Natsuki Takiya's work, especially, I mean, you just look at it and it's like, yeah, this is Natsuki Takiya's work, especially from the latter, after the ending of Fruits Basket. It looks like it looks like the ending stuff from Fruits Basket, or even her current work. It looks like it. And of course, you look at some of the characters and you go, yeah, they look like other characters. So you have Sei over here, who she looks like Hanajima, kind of. But that's oh yeah, then there's the back of the book I was going to show you. Oh, one of the things I did want to point out is that since this is like the first, it wasn't something that, again, it wasn't something that was on the Japanese side. They do have like the creator commentaries and whatnot in it, and that's because, again, the collector's, it's not just something that Yen Press took out the creator commentaries in the collector's edition of Fruits Basket. That's just how how Natsuki Takiya wanted it. She didn't want them anymore in there. Again, she felt that they were kind of old having them in there, but they have the creator commentaries and whatnot in here. So pretty much you got the end of the volume, and then there's like some little omake pages, some bonus pages, and then a thank you page, some translator notes, and then an advertisement for the next volume of Twinkle Stars, which doesn't come out until March of next year, which is quite a long way. And then, I still don't know how to say this. It's like Lisa Latte, I don't know, Lisa Latte, and I say it Lisa Latte, and Witch's Forest, which they're releasing in single volumes, in normal volume, not like the omnibus form. Which I haven't got these yet, but I do plan on getting them. And this is the series that she made after she finished Twinkle Stars, and it's actually currently on hiatus because she's currently working on Fruits Basket Another. So that's why I think this one has a little bit longer of a time between the volumes being released. And hopefully eventually Yen Press, instead of wanting to license all these, will pick up Fruits Basket Another, hopefully. Pick it up, please. So I can have it in English. But other than that, that's really about it. I really enjoy Natsuki Takiya's work. I mean, I originally found out about this series because it had that. I found out that the ending of it had characters who looked like Kyotoru and their son in it, and so for me that's how I found out about this series. But then I read this series and I really enjoyed it. It's not Fruits Basket, but it's Natsuki. If you like Natsuki Takiya's work, if you like how Natsuki Takiya did things in Fruits Basket, which I did, then you'll probably like this. Of course, but again, that's up to you. You may or may not. I personally did. So, and all of Natsuki Takiya's works that I've read so far, I've actually really enjoyed and really liked. So, for me, this is a pickup. I had to pick it up and buy it. But other than that, this is a little special video I wanted to make. I'll be making my other videos that I usually do probably not until after Christmas. I might try to do another one before, but probably not until after Christmas. So yeah, that's really about it. So, bye for now.